Turning to weather now, a very cold Friday out there. This is a live look from our tower cam in downtown Grand Rapids.
And it's not going to get much better tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist George Lessons joins us now with details on the snow that we're going to see.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Got a little bit of green here. Of course, don't like using that in front of the green wall, but we definitely are going to have a very cold Saturday coming up, perhaps one of our coldest March 18th ever. So today was cold. Tomorrow, even colder. Winter weather advisory is going into effect at 8 o'clock tonight, but the impacts won't occur until after about 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So your Friday evening activities, just watch out for a little bit of iciness from the melted rain and snow, melted snow and rain. Very high impacts on Saturday for wind chills. We're thinking wind chills down into the single numbers to near zero. There will be medium impacts for visibility and travel because of lake effect snow. It's definitely going to be a cold day. Nothing going on right now, but the colder air coming down with that trough of low pressure will drop our temperatures and our wind chills tonight. And there you go, downwind of the Great Lakes, lots of lake effect advisories. 32 in Grand Rapids right now. Wind chills are right around 20, but look at the wind chills back to the west. They are in the teens. So not too bad out there right now. We're right around or a little bit below freezing, but much colder weather coming up on Saturday with that wind-driven snow. We'll talk about Sunday's improvement and next week in just a few minutes.
Chief Meteorologist George Lessons out on the weather deck on a very frigid Friday the 13th, George.
Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day again.
Yes.
Now, Kirk, Montgomery, that's not Irish, is it?
It's Scottish.
It's Scottish.
Scottish.
I guess I kind of knew that. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day anyway.
And to you.
And it is cold out here on the weather deck. As predicted, temperatures have been falling all day. And we've been as cold as 31 so far this afternoon. But it's going to get even colder here tomorrow. And we are talking winter weather advisory. 13 weather ball is blue. Can you believe it? Even colder than it was today. Tomorrow in view. It's blinking bright. Lots of lake effect snow. Most likely starting late tonight, lasting through Saturday night. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. From this graph, it doesn't look all that bad, but temperatures going to be dropping into the teens overnight, maybe around 20. Wind chills will drop into the single numbers. And we're going to start to see some lake effect snow late tonight and some wind tomorrow. Wind chills will be in the single numbers. Michael Behrens did some research, and this is going to be one of our top 5 coldest March 18th ever. We're forecasting 27. That would put it right around 5 or 6 in the list. Coldest since 1989 on March 18th. A lot of activities going on here for St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. The culprit is that low pressure system that brought all that rain last night. Now it's drawing down some much colder air. And as that colder air hits the lake, it's going to start to break out in lake effect snow. And there's going to be widespread snow all the way from Lake Michigan, almost all the way across lower Michigan. And there's going to be a lot of snow further down to the south. And then we're going to see our things start to calm down on Sunday with skies becoming sunny across the region. In terms of snowfall, yes, there's going to be quite a bit of lake effect wind-driven and blowing snow. Some areas could see 4+ or even 6+ inches of snow, and that will be late tonight through Saturday night. Looking farther ahead, 23rd through the 27th, equal or a higher chance for warmer temperatures and a high chance that we'll see more precipitation during that 5-day period. If it's going to warm up, I think it'll be mostly in the form of rain. Winter weather advisory officially starts at 8 o'clock, but I don't think the impacts will start until about 2 a.m. Windy with that lake effect snow developing, temperatures dropping into the teens there and up north as well. Those west winds will continue, and here in the greater Grand Rapids area, overnight lows in the upper teens. 13 on your side forecast. Sunny on Sunday until late in the day, mid-30s, mid-40s on Monday, 50+ starting Tuesday through Thursday. Some rain, maybe some heavy rain next Wednesday and Thursday. A little bit cooler next weekend, but highs will be in the mid and upper 40s. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Some St. Patrick's Days have been warm, some have been cold. Well, the day after St. Patrick's Day this year is going to be unusually cold. 13 weather ball is blinking bright for not only cold, but also some snow in sight. Lake effect snow and wind, the trifecta. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. But this evening, it'll be great for Luna. Dressed up for St. Patrick's Day, loving it there. Kevin Laurie, going to be great this evening. Relatively speaking, low 30s. In the morning, wind, cold, snow. Yeah, I gave you the red paw because, yeah, it's not going to be great most of the day tomorrow. A little bit more solar energy, especially in those areas where there's the wind farms over in the eastern part of the state. We're going to see lake effect snow on our side and a lot of wind tomorrow. Wind, cold, snow, but at least it's great for generating green energy. Ski conditions, only a couple more weeks of this. Still good bases in many of the areas up north. Some areas opening again during the day tomorrow. I think Mulligan's Hollow and Otsego Club and Mount Brighton have closed for the season. They don't have any reports, as has Snow Snake, Swiss Valley, the Homestead, and Timber Ridge. But maybe one of the last few weekends to do some downhill skiing. Low pressure system brought the rain yesterday afternoon through early today. Moving to the northeast, this trough of low pressure is going to introduce even colder air to the region. Lake effect snow is starting to crank up late tonight. I don't think there'll be much this evening, if any at all. A lot of wind and snow just blossoming everywhere, and that's going to lead to wind-driven and blinding snow at times. But that all ends tomorrow night, and on Sunday, we see our skies become sunny. Now, in terms of snowfall, everyone is going to see enough to accumulate, and also on the grassy areas and the roads. By the time it's done, anywhere west of US 127 accumulating snow. Some areas west of US 31 could see 5, 6+ inches of snow. Hard to measure because the winds will be blowing around quite a bit. So not a nice Saturday. End of the month, March 25 through 31, at least our chances of precipitation and temperatures are going to be a little bit closer to average here, maybe just a slightly higher chance for precipitation. You'll see that coming up in the 10-day forecast in a second. Forecast for tonight, lake effect snow will be developing late tonight. I'm thinking around 2-3 a.m., 19 to 20, and it will become windy once again after the winds lighten up a bit. Upper teens up north, windy late tonight, also some lake effect snow, but some breaks at times, and pretty much the same here in the greater Grand Rapids area with that winter weather advisory going into effect at 8 p.m., but I don't think the effects will be until after midnight. 13 on your side forecast. Sunday, sun comes out, 36, high clouds move in Sunday night. They'll depart early Monday for the first day of spring. Well, I'm sure that's not St. Patrick's Day on Monday, that's supposed to be spring. Low 50s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Rain Tuesday night through next Friday. Next weekend, at least the start, will be dry and mid to upper 40s. After the rain ended, it's just been kind of a cloudy rest of the day, but certainly much colder. And if you think today was colder, wait till tomorrow. 13 weather ball is blue, much colder, windy weather in view. It's also blinking bright, lots of lake effect snow. Yeah, even this late in the year in sight. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Highs were very early today into the upper 40s to around 50. That was right around 1-2 o'clock in the morning. We said temperatures would fall to 35 by 5 o'clock, and it's 32, just within our forecast a high of 3 degrees, and we've done that 5 days in a row. Current temperatures are in the upper 20s and low 30s. That is about 10 to 15 degrees colder than at this time yesterday. Very cold. Got a storm system. That was the last one that came up through the Great Lakes region that brought us our rain. Now we've got a little bit of light snow trying to break out across the region. Between now and 11, this is all light snow flurries. Even though the advisory goes into effect at 8, I think the heaviest snow will come after midnight, and the snow will be wind-driven with a west wind really flare up throughout much of the afternoon into the evening. And then as that cold air starts to pull away, so does the lake effect snow shower. So we've got about a 12 to 18 hour period late tonight through Saturday night where the snow will be very heavy, and then on Sunday the cold air evacuates, the lake effect clouds go away, and we're ended up with some sunshine, and temperatures will bounce back out of the 20s into the 30s. So everybody's asking, how much snow are we talking about? Well, even at this late date, we can get a good deal of snow. This is between now and tomorrow morning, 3/4 to an inch plus here in Grand Rapids, and then it really comes down. Notice these bands right in through here. That could be as much as 6 inches under one of those bands that stay over your house for quite a while. A good 3.5 to 4 inches. It'll be hard to measure because the winds will be quite strong, and then we'll continue to see even maybe 7+ inches down in Kalamazoo. It'll be hard to measure, but again, very, very snowy. Wind chill readings are going to be dropping. We will see them drop down to single digits. This is by Saturday morning, and they will only stay in the single digits throughout much of the day on Saturday. Looking farther ahead, every Friday we get that 2-week outlook. This one starts April 1st. Equal chances for above or below average temperatures and equal chances for above or below average precipitation. That'll at least get us closer to 50 anyway. Winter weather advisory tomorrow, upper 20s to around 30. Lots of lake effect snow and wind. Wind-driven snow inland, lesser amounts further away from the lake, but upper 20s, and all of the snow will accumulate here in Grand Rapids. Highs around 27 to 28. 13 on your side forecast. We'll jump out of the 20s into the 30s Sunday, 40s on Monday, and low and mid 50s Tuesday through next Thursday. Lots of rain starting Tuesday night through next Friday. At least next weekend looks seasonable and dry.